Okay.
Hello there. We're in Croxteth Park in Liverpool today on this beautiful sunny afternoon, and with me now is the actor, writer, musician and director Tony Jefferies. Hello Tony.
John, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Been a while.
I
It's
know.
good to see you.
Yeah. So I believe you're currently starting a new play.
Well, we are putting a play together. I've just gone into rehearsals for a play called Absent Fathers, which is it's going good. It's a bit edgy, but it's going great, yeah.
So it's called Absent Fathers.
Absent Fathers.
And does the title explain it all, or is it the meaning a bit deeper than it looks on the surface?
I think, really speaking, it's a good premise, I suppose, but there's a lot more to it, and there's a few twists and turns. It's not like your typical, the mum won't let you see the kids, or the dads have all pissed off. So it's a little bit different, like. Yes, but the rehearsals are going well, yeah.
So, tell us about your character in the play. Who do you play?
Well, funny enough, I play a bitter and twisted guy who's he's in his 40s. I'm so pleased to be cast as someone who's in their early 40s, being in the early 50s.
So it must be very strange playing against type, you know.
Yeah.
So you play a bitter and twisted father who doesn't see his children, is it, or is it deeper than that?
Well, I'll spare you all the details on it because I can't reveal too much about the plot. Yeah. But
you can tell me when the camera goes off.
Yeah, I'll let you know the next rehearsal. But the part I'm playing, actually, it's more about middle age and regret, and people looking back retrospectively over what they would have liked to have had at that time of life, as middle-aged 40-year-old people, to what they've actually got. There's an ideal about it, but come and see the play. It's going to be playing at the Little Theatre in Chilwell, and it's also going to the
Gladstone in Port Sunlight. I've done my research.
Oh, good lad, you know more about it than
and it's
me.
Actually, I do. It's actually part of a festival of one-act plays. I think they can't be any longer than about 45 minutes. There's no time limit on how short they can be.
Oh God, don't I know it. The
so you can come on, hello, good night.
The rehearsals are so strict. The timeline is it's not allowed to go over, I think, 50 minutes. And if you go over that time, basically you're disqualified. So there's no room for improv. You really have to stick to the script.
Well, I believe, reading the information on it, I believe the adjudicator, the person who's going to mark you on your performances and staging, etc., they have a copy of the script in front of them and they read it word for word as you perform it. So whereas usually if you forgot a line when you were doing a play, you could just say something approximate, you've got to say it exact or you lose marks.
It's so meticulous, there's no room for improv. So basically the way I've tackled it is I've learned the lines para-fashion, which is the way that we've been instructed to do by the director.
Tell us who's the director, by the way.
Oh, a brilliant director, very well known, much sought after director, Sarah Sebastian. Yeah, she's brilliant. She gets us laughing, joking, but she's very strict actually, but she's cool.
You said there's no room for improvisation, and you're renowned as being a very competent improviser. So how do you feel just doing something where you've totally got to stick to the script?
Well, the fact that it's so restricting is a challenge. It's something new, because a lot of the previous stuff I've done, it's been based on improv, and I've really enjoyed the improv, but having to stick so meticulously to the script, it's a challenge, I'll say. But
because it's not the first time that you've done something which has been scripted so rigorously. You were in a play last year, I believe, called If You Didn't Like This One, You'll Love the Next One, where you played a character called Ray Beaumont, which I saw and I thought was fantastic. So
at the Lansing
Tell us a bit
Theatre.
about that. Yeah.
At the Lansing Theatre. Oh, well, basically that was, if you didn't like that one, you'll love the next. That was about, basically, a has-been comedian. Again, a bitter and twisted has-been comedian. He was kind of the character Ray Beaumont. I could relate to him a lot in some ways, because what he was about, he was someone, again, and I think why I get cast in these kind of things, being middle-aged, a lot of people when they get to the 40s, 50s, they kind of look back and think, well, I should have done this, I should have done that. And I think at my age, my generation, you know, I'm in my 50s now. Now you can edit that and say I'm 45, but I don't think I'll get away with it. But like I say,
We'll sort of use CGI to erase the lines.
I've earned these lines. Every single one of them, I've earned them. Yeah, but Ray Beaumont, he's about to get. It's about somebody who had a taste of the big time, and he'd worked with people like Morecambe and Wise, and even rock stars Terence Trent D'Arby. He'd done the circuit, you know, the club circuit, the theatre circuit, the cabaret circuit. But Ray Beaumont had fallen from grace, and the premise of the story really is about his relationship with his agent, Dougie, his agent, which is, it's an absolute scream. And there is rumours that due to public demand that we're looking at bringing it back, but there's nothing set.
Well, on the night I saw you do it, I know that people actually approached the writer suggesting that Ray Beaumont could be in a spin-off in his own, in more plays, or
there is, you
know. So well, I think that would be a great thing, because I really thought you got into the character. And a lot of people, for anyone who doesn't know, when you said Ray was on the circuit doing cabaret, you've actually done the circuit throughout your life as a musician. You were a drummer in various bands, weren't you, on the circuit?
Yeah, played in many bands, the Mersey scene. Well, from Liverpool, who hasn't played in a band from Liverpool? But I played in bands for, I don't know, since I was 14, you know, 14 right up. I still get up and play now, you know, write songs and stuff. Not so much the drums these days, because the frozen shoulder gets to me at this time of life. But I still do it. I'm still game to rock and roll, like. But I'm more into theatre work these days, and it's looking good.
I mean, you say theatre, but to tie the rock and roll in with the acting, I believe you've starred in a film called First Time Loser, which is set in Liverpool, and it features a lot of music from the 60s.
Oh, First Time Loser is just fantastic. Funny enough, that came about. My part in First Time Loser was actually born in Croxted Park, because what had happened, like all actors, you fail auditions, and I was down to play, I think it was Bossum in Midsummer Night's Dream, and I just got top for that, and
you got topped for bottom.
Well, well, basically, I nearly got the part. I was down for the part, but like all actors, it was replaced by someone else. That happens to everyone in the game. At the time, I was bitter and twisted, so got me camcorder, came out here to Croxted Park and done a monologue. Richard III, Act 1, Scene 1. Just done a monologue looking into the camera. And I sent it off to various agents and film directors. And Joe Scott, the director of First Time Loser, said, oh, give me a shout. Never thought it was serious, you know, nothing, because nothing's concrete in this game. But good enough, he was true to his word. And so I ended up in First Time Loser, which was absolutely fantastic. Nice to get a bit of film experience. As opposed to just doing theatre and cabaret and club work, you know. So yeah, it was great. That's Ace Films, and I think that's due for release next year. Yeah. So that's looking good. Yeah.
So did you enjoy doing the filming?
Yeah, because it was fantastic. Because I ended up playing, ironically enough, being a musician, I ended up playing. I can't say too much about the script; it's top secret. But I ended up playing a dodgy landlord who kicks the musician, the frontman, the main protagonist in the film, who's a musician. I'm a dodgy landlord, and I have to boot him out the house for just for the way musicians behave. I just played a narky hour buggy, you know. But yeah, that's good. Yeah. So yeah, it's looking good. It's quite exciting.
So it's all happening for you.
It's all
isn't
happening, yeah.
Theatre, films,
Yeah,
music.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I don't say no to nothing. I'm
Yeah.
a slut. Cut.